What is up, guys? Today we're going to actually end up talking about Puch. Puch is one of my favorite gods in the game, probably my favorite god in the game, and he's got a sick little diamond here. This is one of my favorite skins as well, and that one. I mean, the guy is just top tier, all hitters, really. Um, we talk about his general mode of being a little bit here, what he wants to do on the map, that sort of thing. So one of the things that I really want to focus on him doing is being a bit of a scrapper early game, and he's really positioning heavy. Like you need to learn how you're going to stand and where you're going to stand to play this god effectively. Um, Most of that is because of his passive here, Hollow Ground. Hollow Ground is where he drops corpses with his 1 and his 3. If he drops corpses, 2 with his 1 to be clear, and 1 with the 3. If he drops those corpses, you can actually run over them, and they're going to bring down the timers on his other abilities. 2 seconds on these two abilities. This one is not affected, sadly, and his ult is not affected. So then on top of that cooldown, it's going to restore 7% of his max health and 3% of his mana, which is really essential for him staying in these fights. Like once you get 40% cooldown and you're chilling, you get blown up by an assassin, which you can do. I think I even do it in the video, and I'll show you guys that later on. But I can just run over to a wall and toss my bodies, keep slurping them up, and I'm full health in a matter of like 15 seconds at most, and I'm back in the fight. I'm doing a great job. I could do one combo and probably get at least half my health. So that's probably what I should end up doing, and then it's like 5 seconds. Because I just have to wait for the cooldowns to be back up. A little bit of a long cooldown as one, but as one's a very, very good ability. As I just learned, it even has anti-heal, which I did not know before. But 40% anti-heal for 5 seconds, this god is made to counter anti-healing. Like, that's what, to counter healing. That's one of the things that you really want to focus on with this god is when it's good, is whenever somebody can't control the fact that they're healing. You're thinking like Artio in Druid stance. You're thinking Thanatos. You're thinking Chiron. There's probably a few others, but like those are the ones that were present in the game, so those are the ones I'm thinking of. Um, it does good damage, 35% power, ends up with a scaling slow, 40% being not insignificant, and this is huge for confirming your general combo, which your combo is going to be 1-3-2. So your one line ability, a lot of damage, it's a little bit of a fat line. I wish they brought it in a little bit so that it would be able to get around the first wave of minions a little bit because the minions split off into melees and range. Often you're going to hit on the range where on the melees where you don't really want to. If they brought in that line a little bit, we'd be insane. But a little bit of a clunky hitbox, very good ability though. All these things on top of it, I'm perfectly willing to deal with it. From there, we use the 3 next in our combo because we're throwing the 1 to slow them, to confirm the hit of the 3, which the 3 is a stun at the end. It's a circle damage. That's what we want to focus on first. So I'm just tossing a little head on them. This can go over walls. The other one stops on walls at all times. So this is kind of our good over the wall damage. You throw the body at them. When it lands on them, they have a 4 second heal. This is kind of like Nox ult, where it's super difficult to deal with and you can't just Aegis it. From there, if they get any kind of healing, this is one of the abilities that's really going to hard punish you because it has pretty good tick damage overall. Like, what if it ticks once every second, 4 seconds? You have um, 280 damage plus 80% of your magic power, so that's actually quite good. But then on top of that, you have 250 plus 50% of your magic power immediately at the end of that if they get any kind of healing. That's that's working around lifesteal and things like that obviously, but you handle that with your 1, so it's fine. And then you use the corpse explosion. You throw the 3, you throw the 1, you throw the 3, you have 3 bodies on them and you can explode all of those bodies at the same time. This does 100 damage, 20% of your magic power, but then the big thing here, per corpse. I can run through these two twice and stack up to 6 corpses, which would be an insane amount of damage. But world application, we're doing 3 corpses. That's going to be 465 base power, base damage, and then 75% of your magic power, which is not insignificant in the slightest. Then lastly, we talk about the alt. The alt I don't really find as much importance on talking about. I actually don't even level it up. What I use it for is anti-heal reduction. Um, it stacks up to 60% anti-heal, and it's super good at just covering the entire wave. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is If I have it up and I have no reason to stay in lane, I'm just lane clearing with it. I don't care. It's going to get me the gold. And it's also great late game, you're self peeling and just absolutely ruining people's days and what they want to be doing. Because if you're 60% down, you're not healing anything. And then I could hit my one, and it's even worse for you. Quick note, he has higher protections than most others. And afterwards, let's talk about what we want to build on him. So you absolutely can. I'm not going to say you're not going to be able to do this. You can go book start. That would look something like this. I'm just throwing this one together because I don't find it to be as important, quite frankly. You can go book start tablet. He's really good with tablet, so that's if you want to go this route, you can. I'm not gonna say this is wrong. I'm not gonna say that I prefer this though, because I definitely don't. What is it? Oh, so yeah, if you need more anti-heal, which I mean this is God of anti-heal, but the passive on it's pretty good. You go into that. What else? What else? He's a very good Mirrodin god, so I like Mirrodin. I think it's slept on, and you need Soul Reaver or E-Staff. Soul Reaver kind of goes hard, so I like that more than any of them. And what's consistent in both of them is your Horn Shard. You need Horn Shard. That thing just helps so much early game. But yeah, you can definitely throw this together. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or these two with that. Like it works. You have 30% between those two, and then put a 40 on with staff. But that's not really what I like to do. So let's talk a little bit more about what I actually end up doing in this video. Um, I end up going into Conduit Gem. Conduit Gem, big thing here is at the end you get this Gem of Focus. Gem of Focus is going to be 5% movement speed and 5% damage increase for up to 3 times. Um, I thought that it gave a little bit of damage reduction as well, but I guess I'm wrong there. Either way, movement speed is probably one of the most important stats in the game, so I'll take it the way it is and run with it from there. Quite literally, as you'll see later. So I get that. Also, Conduit Gem just helps my early clear, and it's super obnoxious to deal with. And I'm starting off with Chronos Pendant tier 1 because I want to finish into Chronos Pendant. I get Horn Shard again. I'll actually put Horn Shard down here because, yep. And Beads, Aegis, pretty essential. This one even gives you movement speed, which we will find to be very important later on. Um, so yeah, we get our cooldowns. I end up going 3 health, 2 mana because I have a little extra gold to work with this build. It's a little bit cheaper. So 3 health, 2 mana. And from there, we're going full Chronos Pendant. That's our first goal. Then we go on, and we are looking at getting regrowth. Why am I looking in power? We end up getting regrowth pretty early on, and this is make or break on a lot of things because one of the nice things about regrowth is it really won't show me the passive. Oh, there we go. So the passive on regrowth giving us actual power now. I mean, you saw me abuse it in my last video. It's a very good item. It is a very good place at my personal opinion. 55 protection's not going to be a bad idea. I do feel bad when I'm losing out on power, but hold up, what's this? I'm not losing out on that much power because I can actually proc it and get an extra 30 power. That 30% movement speed is going to allow me to self peel. It's going to allow me to hyper farm a lot better. You see Ra run around the map everywhere constantly, and that's how he gets a lot of farm in a very short amount of time. Janice does the same thing. Now I can be not quite as good as them, but like them in the sense that I'm getting this all the time. And that's going to allow me to really shoot my XP up. After that, what I would consider pretty essential, you're looking at Soul Reaver, and we'll talk about Soul Gem later because I actually didn't end up going into it. If you need to, for some reason, get more anti-heal, I didn't feel like I needed to in this build, but you can opt for a Divine. That's something to talk about. You'll probably go in between these two, or maybe in between these two if you really need it early on. Afterwards, you go to look at E-Staff. E-Staff is just very good for being an abomination with this item, particularly between Breastplate E-Staff and your Conduit Gem late game, you're just going to be so quick and so tanky, and it's going to be obnoxious, really. Um, then from there, we have our things that we can kind of add on. I think Mirrodin definitely has a place on this god, but I don't like it particularly. I mean, I think it's a great item on this god, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of items that are really good on this god, so I don't necessarily want to buy them all because I quite frankly can't fit them. So I ended up rounding it out with Soul Gem to finish my 40% cooldown, and Soul Gem being 3 stacks, I can proc it every single time I use my combo after the first. So that's just massive, really. Then we go Staff. We could do Staff, but we could also do like Rod of Tahuti doesn't necessarily not work. Charon's Coin, if you want to get a little bit of movement speed and pen, like say these prot items get nerfed into the ground, or if you could squeeze this in between these two, you'll probably be in a very good place. But I just love getting this so early for the ability to hyper farm. Um, so yeah, with that said, I think that we kind of covered everything, and we'll see you in the video. Alright guys, what is up? Today we're playing Opwatch, and we're going to be messing around a little bit with a new build that I've been playing around, and it's been feeling pretty good. It's kind of a play off of what I've been seeing Veneno do and a few others with E-Staff and Conduit Gem stuff. So I'm going to start off Conduit Gem, Tier 1, and this gives me a lot of room for pots. I'm going to go beads because I don't want any of this. Always beads pretty much, unless you really need Aegis. Going Horn Shard because cooldowns are Opwatch Lifeblood. And from there, 3 health pots because we might be scrapping, and 2 mana pots. So the real reason I ended up picking it here is because I know my mid matchup leaves a little bit to be desired. I'll be honest there. So I gotta kind of chill in that one. I can outclear him hard early, but after that it's gonna be kind of dicey. Because once he hits 5 bombs, outrange me every time. Then we have Than here. Than can't really fight into me or he's stunned. We have Chiron here, who if I even hit anybody near him, he's stunning them because he can't use an ability. Like, he legitimately has to hold his ability, otherwise that minor healing is going to make me hit the detonate part of my 3. And that's no bueno for them, which is unfortunate.
I'll attack left lane. Gank left lane.
Too bad,
Sorry about that.
Be careful, left. Set up an ambush in the middle. That is just too
Enemies
bad.
incoming middle. Enemies incoming middle. Strategic beating, right?
You can't be trying to jump into a 1v1 with Than early. That's just not happening. Oh, and Gab here? Why try to fight into Than this early on?
Sorry, bud.
Like, there's just no point. We're still fine, but we can't do that.
Retreat.
Alright, she's trying to turbo in here? I don't know what the deal is there. Me personally, I'm more interested in just getting my farm and moving on.
Take this jungle buff.
Mm-hmm.
A pox on you, soldiers.
We'll get those.
Okay. Your middle tower is under attack. Palisades. Okay.
Get that.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Now we're just gonna alt this wave, and from there, yeah, we got everybody.
Take this jungle buff. Enemy missing right. Take this jungle buff. Enemy spotted. Demented dogs. Enemy incoming.
We just have to hyper farm,
Enemy missing. Enemy missing. On my way.
and yeah, hang out.
Enemy missing. Okay. Dark rituals. Retreat. Okay.
This Pele is pretty aggressive.
Has been slain. No.
Dude, you gotta chill. I have to make up for the lost XP from when I had to pause.
Strong soldier.
You can't be fighting there. I called it as much as I possibly could. If you think that I'm gonna quickly rotate over there right now when I don't have even cooldown, you're lost.
Demented dogs.
Get that.
Creeping curses. Target is down.
I don't care about that. I'm fine to take that. Yes, sir.
A pox on you.
Strategic feeding, right? No slowing down.
What is our urge to fight into Thanatos early game? You're literally giving him everything he wants, Pele.
Creeping curses.
Chill.
Your middle tower is under attack. Strong soldiers. Enemy missing right.
We really have to back
Enemies
here.
in the left jungle.
Okay.
You can't stop now.
Ultimate is ready. Coming apart at the seams.
So Kepri does not have tech skill. Unfortunate there. Maybe he was just flustered. I don't know. We'll go to
Enemies
that.
in the left jungle. Enemy missing.
And from there, we just kind of go back to clearing camps.
No, be careful. Your middle tower is under attack. I'll attack right lane. Right tower is under attack.
We want to take some of this XP if they're not
Not an
going to
issue.
grab it. I mean, that's the whole point of why it's here, is to be grabbing it, but
Enemy ultimate down. Your middle tower is under attack.
we'll do that.
Be careful. Please.
We'll come across, let him keep clearing my bash,
complete.
and from there,
Retreat right lane. Enemy ultimate incoming.
this guy loves full clearing me, so that's pretty nice.
Take this jungle buff.
I'm just not even pushing up.
Enemy missing. A pox on you.
We get that, we get that, we get this,
Creeping
and
curses.
then we're good. Missing a wave? No.
Your middle tower is under
Alright, I didn't miss anything. We're good. I don't care too much about the gold for it right now.
on my enemy missing. Follow me.
Alright, playing me's muted, so editor me's gonna talk. I end up seeing Agni a little bit high on the map, worried about him rotating, but what am I gonna actually be able to do there? I want to just farm up right now. I want to get my red buff. I want to focus on the basics. And it ends up working out fine. He doesn't go anywhere. Go back, get this buff, and bring it over here. Get my red buff too.
Okay.
I'm farming effectively. If you want to be a part of it, be a part of it. That's not on me. Show up. Sorry, I want XP.
Your left tower is under attack. Group up.
That one's down. It's been down.
I'll attack right lane.
You get that.
Ultimate is
And
ready.
Set up an ambush here. Ultimate is down. Get middle tower is under attack. Enemy ultimate down. Take this jungle. Draw soldiers. Enemy missing.
there we go. We can push up far enough to plant that ward.
Enemy missing.
Just making sure everybody hears it.
Demented dog. Ultimate ready. On my
Yo, that guy came at you like a chupacabra. No standing still.
I was just being out rotated, but it's fine.
You're a G.
We want to prevent against that. We're getting regrowth here and putting up more wards.
No slowing down.
I am still on level with him, even though I've been ganked a few times. Now I have 30% cooldown from regrowth too, which is going to be really big for this build. Yeah.
enemy missing right. Cancel. I'll attack
We get
right
that.
lane. Ultimate is down. Set up an ambush here. Hallowed ground.
Now we're kind of schmoving.
Enemies incoming right.
That is just too bad. Set up an ambush here.
Yo, you have slain an
Yep.
Enemy missing. Demented dog curse. Foul beast.
We get that.
I'll attack left lane. A pox on you. Enemies behind us. Creeping curses.
ultimate is ready.
Take this jungle buff.
I'm just gonna go back to mid. Gonna lose a minion.
Was it worth it though? Was it?
Enemy ultimate down. Your middle tower is under attack. Curses.
Defend the fire giant.
Defend the fire. Enemy missing. Defend the gold. Enemy ultimate incoming. Has destroyed the pyramid. We need demented storm. On my ultimate ready. I have
Than alt down, Than alt down.
Is under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
No standing still.
Enemies have returned to base.
Enemy missing.
Draw soldiers.
This guy doesn't know. He doesn't know I want the smoke. Never gonna get.
Your left tower is under attack.
Sorry, I saw Than on the map. I didn't want to stay out of tower.
Strong soldiers. A pox on you.
Yes.
Be careful, right?
There we go. From there, maybe we go Soul Reaver here because I'm gonna need it.
Set up an ambush here.
Enemy spotted.
I'll attack. Let's play ready.
Enemy missing right.
We gotta do that.
Enemy missing.
Enemies incoming.
An enemy has been slain.
Falling back. Our surgeons.
Alt down on Agni and a little bit of setup down on Chiron.
Middle lane. On my ultimate is down.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy ultimate incoming. Enemy ultimate incoming.
Your middle tower is under
A
attack.
pox on you.
There we go. We're out of there.
Bitch has been slain.
We sneak back in.
Curse.
See what we can do to help there. Oh,
Too bad.
Enemies behind us.
Nice. Their face was killing me.
Demented dog.
there we go.
Attack the Gold Fury. Attack the Gold Fury.
Ready for anything.
Yep.
A pox on you.
Keep this beat
After this, I
rolling.
can back for a full item. There we go. We're gonna pull all those together. We're gonna get 3k gold from that.
Thanks.
I got 3k. I got it back.
None will
With
be
that,
spared.
work on our east. Oh no, I want to get Reaver.
I'll attack. Ultimate is ready.
Enemies incoming
It's
right.
gonna be way bigger right now. I always run into a situation where I'm out of Reaver too early, but I don't feel like I'm getting punished too hard for not having enough CD right now.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
Granted, that could change now that I don't have the horn.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy ultimate down.
Enemy ultimate down.
Okay.
Be careful.
They're all rotating left.
I'm on it.
Enemy missing right. On my way.
Creeping curses. Dark ritual.
They're going Pyro.
Defend left lane. Defend the player. Enemy team has destroyed
Yeah.
the pirate.
Nothing we could do there. They have 2 Pyro Bombs now, or they only have one
Ultimate is
because they
down.
use their other one. Don't box Geb. Don't box Geb. It's gonna be a bait.
Ultimate is down. Demented dog.
Your left tower.
Enemy spotted. Ultimate is down.
Ultimate is ready.
We get that.
Ultimate is ready.
On you.
Chiron can't use an ability.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
An enemy has been slain.
There we go. We get that. We're out. We're coming back in now.
Defeating, right?
That's situational awareness.
Double kill.
Well,
Petrifying.
I thought I'd have to chase him by beadsing.
Creeping curse.
They just can't deal with me right now? That's hilarious.
Attack fire giant.
Beware.
Keep his feet rolling.
Pox on you.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Sorry.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
Do that. We throw some bodies on it. Retreat. Thanalt, Thanalt, Thanalt.
Enemies behind
3
us.
seconds on my... That's 3 chasing me. That's fine. If you guys get out, that's a win.
God is broken. You aren't going anywhere.
Oh, hell yeah. We got tablet already out?
You aren't going anywhere.
I'm on fire. Demented dogs.
Has been slain.
We get that. We get a little movement speed.
Pox on you.
Enemy ultimate
Your team has
incoming.
destroyed a
An enemy has been slain.
Farewell.
Yeah, bitch has been slain.
Yo, RDO, you should get regrowth
up an
too.
ambush
It
here.
gives you power now.
Power surge.
tactical fury.
Yes.
We can fall back to gold if we want, but we need to get towers first.
Creeping curses. Strong soldiers. Middles.
Destroy the right
I have,
enemy.
I have a few wards we could put out.
Strong soldiers. Power surge. Ultimate is ready.
Retreat.
This place is
fury.
cursed. I'm on it. No. Creeping curse. Enemy ultimate incoming.
We win that 5v5. We have fire.
Set up an ambush here.
Alright, we get that.
Come dance with us.
Some XP there. We grab Chester.
Creeping curses.
We go take this. And now I need to back real bad. I have to back, so that's why I wanted to get fire first. I mean, Phoenix first.
Your right tower is under attack.
We get that. Three seconds. I could probably chase him down.
Draw soldiers. Creeping curses.
I'm honestly fucking moving right now. 2, 1.
I need the jungle buff.
We don't want to be on the right side of the map with them getting fire.
Enemies in left lane. I will ward.
Your left
I
tower
will
is
ward.
under attack.
Rob's mid.
On my way.
Power surge.
We can pressure into fire then if they're not going to.
Pox on you.
On my way. On my way.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
On my way.
I threw some words out. Watch for Than ult.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
It's way too early. It's way too early. He wasted it. Yeah, that's good. A little over aggressive there. Bye. Oh. Will it still kill? I don't know.
Attack left tower.
Has been slain.
RDO, you're in a little deep.
No slowing down.
I can tank for a sec if you need me to, as long as she doesn't walk up to it. She walked up to it. She walked up to it, unfort. Yeah, that was... You kind of asked for that one.
Creeping curses.
It's International Women's Day.
Yep.
Lose no speed.
Ishtar, chill. Ishtar, chill. You're out there alone. I'll back you up. I'm body blocking. Yep, I did what I could. That's why I wanted you to chill.
A pox on
We're getting that. We're moving. They can't chase me. You just got to be aware of the fact that we were up there alone. I'm not much of a support myself.
take this jungle.
I wanted the red buff, but I guess Ardio's taking that, so yeah. They're pulling this.
The enemy team has
Attack
destroyed
middle
the
lane
Lord.
curses.
An enemy has been slain.
Get that. Thano.
Ghastly.
Than's dead.
Retreat!
On my way.
We can still fight because Chiron will get him killed. Be careful there, yeah.
This place is cursed.
Set up an ambush here!
Need healing. Falling back.
Soldiers.
Why?
Curses. The block has power surge.
Aegis down on Chiron. Aegis down on Chiron.
Ultimate is down!
Incoming.
What? Do we just not like having objectives?
Attack.
Dude, this is pushing it. Mhm.
No slowing down!
I'm backing now. I have 3K. Finish off with that because it's broken.
Your right tower is under attack.
We'll get this right here. We'll use that. Get one of those, and we'll go here.
Creeping
Take
curse.
this jungle
Be
pop.
careful.
Okay!
There we go. We're moving now. Now that we have fire again, can we group up and push this, please? Ishtar, please be mindful of your situation and don't get poked out.
Come dance with us!
Don't chase fights. We need to get there.
Retreat.
A pox on you.
We need to get there at all costs. There we go.
Move those feet! An enemy has been slain!
He should be dead. Alright, guess he made it back to Phoenix.
Attack middle lane! No standing still!
You get that? Aegis down on Agni. Can we push left? Thanks, please.
Attack left lane!
Bit late for it now. We'll try again though.
Retreat.
Strategic feeding, right?
A pox on you.
I get out here, don't worry. That was really just haphazard. We'll get that so we get a little more movement speed. And
Creeping curses.
there we go. I need that, please. Thank you. Dude, if you have a problem with Than, just hang out with me. Like, he cannot go in on me. We have to look for fire. Fire's coming up.
I'm on it.
Feed and water day.
We need wards.
On my way.
Enemy missing.
We can burn. That's game. Just go left.
Enemy ultimate down.
Just stay together. Stay together. Stay together, please. That's the only way we lose.
Take this
No,
jump.
we don't go back for it. We don't go back for it. We have fire. For fuck's sake, guys. Come on.
Not an issue.
That is the biggest waste of time. And it's just letting them get set. We have a set amount of time, though. I'm getting blown up.
Group up.
I'm healing right now. Panel. Please go on Titan. Alright. Right bird is back up. Going on Titan, going on Titan.
Great fight.
There we go. GG.
I am feared by all.
That was kind of an insane game. Nice, nice. And victory.